welcome to our first lesson, where you will start to see some obstacles to creating a good picture and how you can use the aperture to solve those problems. By the end of this lesson, you'll be feeling hyper clear on what an aperture is, f-stop, and the meaning of those numbers. This will help the rest of the lesson fall right into place. To help you gain clarity in this lesson, I have put together a PDF resource that can be found right where you're watching this video. So be sure to download it and have it handy as we work through this lesson. What is an aperture? The aperture is a variable hole in the lens that the light passes through on the way to your camera sensor or film. The bigger the hole, the smaller the number, like f2. And the smaller the hole, the larger the number, like f16. These f-stops, or aperture settings, they represent a ratio of the focal length of the lens to the diameter of the aperture. If that seems confusing, it's okay, I get it. Let's just think of it this way. Think of it as a fraction. f8 can be thought of as 1/8. You know how fractions work, so this is easy. 1/8 of a cup of sugar is less than 1/2 cup of sugar. It's the same with the aperture hole. If you dial in f8, the hole is smaller than f2. If you dial in f4, the hole is larger than f16, and so on. 1/8 is smaller than 1/2, and 1/4 is larger than 1/16. Not bad, right? The smaller the number, the bigger the hole. The larger the number, the smaller the hole. Different lenses permit different f-stops, or aperture settings. The standard aperture settings, with some exceptions, are f1.4, f2, f4, f5.6, f8, f11, f16, and f22. You can change the aperture setting on your camera. This is how I do it on mine. Yours could be different. Or you can change the aperture setting on your lens, depending on your lens choice. Aperture is just a camera setting that scrolls through numbers, f-stops, and makes the hole bigger or smaller. The bigger the number, the smaller the hole. The smaller the number, the larger the hole. You will hear me say that a lot throughout this module. It is that important. Once you get that down, you'll be able to solve a lot of problems in your future images. Next, we will move into the effect the size of the aperture, the hole, has on your images. Go ahead and find how to change your aperture in your camera before moving on. So when you're ready, I will see you in the next lesson.